The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hello again, everybody, and good morning. It's 8 o'clock here on June 26th, Thursday, and it's time for Season 1, Episode 6 of Missouri Milestones, the podcast. Hey, sign up and follow us on Twitter. Hey, do yourself a favor, do us a favor, and go to our Facebook page and give us a like. Go to our YouTube channels and subscribe. It's at Missouri Sports Network and MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And hey, drop us a note. You can email us at MissouriSportsNetwork@gmail.com if you have a suggestion or any additions or someone that we may have overlooked here on the Missouri Milestones. Missouri Milestones, all you have to do is hit one of the milestone marks in the several categories that we have listed. We started with basketball, the 1,000 point list for career points list for girls and boys basketball, up over 2,600 names now. You'll get to hear from them throughout the year right here on Missouri Milestones, the podcast. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Hey, be a part of that club. Be a part of our club. There's no membership dues. You just have to wear your seatbelt. Had to have scored 1,000 points, and we'll visit with one of those members. No secret handshakes, no locked doors. It's easy to get into. Just meet the requirements, and you will be on the list. And if someone's not on the list that you think should be, contact us and let us know. With that, I turn it over here to Mr. Kent Mueller.
Thank you, Guy. And first of all, I want to alert everyone to be sure to stay to the end of our Missouri Milestone for the Missouri Milestone interview of the week. You won't want to miss this. Guy had a great conversation with one of Missouri high school's brightest stars. You will see and hear Adison Bjorn. Yes, Adison is on our girls basketball list with 1,636 career points through her junior year. But there is so much more. Guy, Addie, and Park Hill South's coach Josh Dorr will take the stage in block 2 of this podcast. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetin.com or call 417-864-6346.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Guy Newcomb alongside Kent Mueller as we get back to work on our Missouri Milestones list. Kent, it's been a lot of fun, but it is a daily process.
That's right. We work with these lists every day, and there is so much information, so many careers, so many stories. These are people and significant events in their lives, not just numbers. I am struck by that every time I open the file. And while this is a list of high school accomplishments, Many of these athletes played on into college, usually with basketball, but sometimes in another sport. Naturally, the local colleges are the biggest beneficiaries of our local talent, but they also found out all across the country. We don't have all of the college destinations, but we're building that out too. If you know where the athletes on our list went on to play in college, please let us know. Simply email me at plainonsports@gmail.com. Let me know where someone played in college or anything else that is on your mind. And I want you to know that I do respond to every email. Drury University has been a destination for boys in Missouri who scored 1,000 points in high school. Julius Walker, a 2017 grad of Greenwood, took his 2,235 points to Drury. Also taking over 2,000 points to Drury was Zach Howell, a 2021 Springfield Catholic grad. Some moved on to the Kansas Jayhawks. After leaving Rockbridge in 2019, DeJuan Harris left for Lawrence. And after wrapping up a 1,400-point plus career in 1990 at Lee Summit, Patrick Ritchie headed to Kansas also. Desi Jones, a 2019 grad of Hannibal, left town to play at Moberly Community College and Quinnipiac before heading on to Austin Peay. Dane Brummigan scored an astounding 3,248 points at Warrenton Christian before moving on to UMKC in 2008. There are two members of our boys basketball Missouri milestone list who both graduated from Glendale in 2018. Monty Johal scored 2,583 points before leaving for Tennessee State, and Jordan Walton scored 1,941 points before heading to William Penn. And of course, there are many girls who took their 1,000-point high school careers to college with them, and some just kept on scoring. For example, Brooke Luttrell. Brooke scored 3,216 points while at Green City High. That is the fifth most on the Missouri Milestones girls list. After graduating in 2019, she went to play at Central Missouri. While at Central Missouri, she scored another 2,046 points. Those 2,046 points are only 158 from the most in program history. Brooke then went on to Creighton University for her last year of eligibility, where she scored another 115 points. That is a total of 5,377 points scored by the former Green City Lady Gopher. And of course, there is more to basketball than just points. When you take her 67 rebounds the Brooke pulled down while at Blue Jay up in Omaha and add them to the 968 rebounds she got as a Jenny, you then see that she again broke the 1,000 barrier with 1,035 career collegiate rebounds. What a great career Brooke had, from Green City to Central Missouri to Creighton University, from being a Gopher to a Jenny to a Blue Jay. That was a career well done. Three other Missouri High grads with 1,000 points to play at Creighton are Jordan Garrison, who graduated from Osceola in 2010 with over 2,600 points, and Taylor Johnson, who graduated a year later from Platte County High with over 1,700 points. More recently, there is Kennedy Townsend. She ended her Park Hill career in 2022 with 1,680 points. Kennedy enters her senior year as a Blue Jay after having scored another 354 points at the college level. Taylor Johnson isn't the only Platte County Pirate to take her 1,000 points northward after high school. Taylor graduated in 2009 after having scored 1,920 points as a Pirate. She then went on to play at the University of Iowa. And we have Callie Bildner, who scored over 2,000 points in her 4 years at Waynesville. After graduating in 2016, she almost duplicated that at Lindenwood, where her 1,914 career points, which continues to be the most scored in that program history. We need to come up with a name for when a Missouri high school athlete not only onto our Missouri Milestones list, but then also goes on to college to set that program's career scoring record. As I just noted, Callie Bildner did just that. Is she the only Missouri Milestone member to set her college's career record? No, she isn't. Here is a name that was well known in her hometown. Then she became well known throughout Missouri, then the SEC. After that, more and more people came to recognize her. And this season, this Missourian just might be the second most known WNBA player. Of course, I'm talking about Sophie Cunningham, now nationally known as the sidekick and enforcer for the lady who is remaking the game of basketball, of girls and women's basketball, Caitlin Clark. Now a member of the Indiana Fever, Sophie graduated from Rockbridge High in 2015 with 1,983 points. She went on to the University of Missouri, where she continues to be the program career scoring leader for the Tigers with 2,187 career points. When you combine Sophie's Rockbridge points with her Missouri Tiger points and then add her WNBA points, you get 5,622 points and counting. Oh, and if you want to stay on Sophie's good side, don't mess with Caitlin Clark. Those are two examples of a Missouri Milestone member playing on into college and setting that program's all-time scoring record. There are more out there, and I think we need to come up with a name, as I said earlier, or a phrase that describes that amazing feat. We will work on that here, and we want to hear from you. How should we refer to Missouri Milestone members who are also their college's all-time scorer? Let us know by emailing me at playingonsports@gmail.com. We continue to look for more Missouri athletes who scored 1,000 or more points while in high school, boy or girl. You can help us out by asking your school to send us your school's list. We want them included too. Those lists can be sent to me at playingonsports@gmail.com. And all of you can get regular updates by following me, Kent Mueller, and Guy Newcomb on X. Simply follow at @playing_sports and @scoreboardguy. You will get those updates and much, much more. Now we are ready for Block 2. In Block 2, you will hear and see Guy Newcomb as he gets into a great conversation with Addie Bjorn and her coach, Josh Dorr of Park Hill South.
Hi, I'll have the avocado toast minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything is so expensive these days. Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together we can do more.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevy.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy, alongside it's the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment. We go to Park Hill South High School in the Kansas City area, and we welcome in head coach, Coach Josh Dorr. Coach Dorr, thanks for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Coach, a tremendous season this year, 28-1. Didn't end probably like you wanted it to, but put a bow on the season here before we talk to our Athlete of the Week presented by Chevrolet.
Well, it was a great season. We were able to finish the regular season undefeated. Ended up getting second in districts, which I mean, that's a bum deal to a really good Staley team. But I think overall the season as a whole it was really fun. And that's kind of one of the things we always stress too is that, yeah, we want to win, but we also want this to be a enjoyable experience because that's the kind of memories you're going to keep moving forward. And so I think we definitely made memories. We were successful there, got to go down to Springfield, won the Stephanie Phillips Classic there in Kickapoo, won the North Kansas City tournament, played a really good team from Oklahoma at the Sophie Cunningham Classic this year, and we were able to win that. And so it was really kind of a cool experience to play some different teams, beat a team from Nebraska, a team from Kansas. I mean, so got to play some teams from other states too, and that was really fun as well. So a really good season overall, and really excited about it. Obviously, Addie here was major contributor to that.
Yeah, you talk about the Stephanie Phillips Classic, and that's near and dear to my heart. Stephanie and I actually went to school together and took some classes together, and that was very hard for her and her family to go through that there. But a great tournament there, and that's a big win for you. Coach, you've got Adison Bjorn sitting right there to your right. She's a junior. This is a Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week segment presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet. Not only is she the Athlete of the Week, but Max Prep Player of the Year, Gatorade Player of the Year, and the Park Hill South all-time career leading scorer. Tell us a little bit about Adison and what your guys' relationship has been like and what makes her so special.
I've known Adison since she was probably about 11 years old, actually. She came to a youth camp one of my first years here at Park Hill South, and I was able to get to know her there, kind of met her family. She has an older brother also who's playing football up at Iowa State right now, but I had him in class. He was on the boys team also here. So, again, I get to know him, a little bit as well. So it was just kind of one of those things where I've got to know the whole family. I've got to know her brother Carson as well now since he's been in high school. But so I've known her for a long time. Just kind of watched her grow as a person, grow physically, end up getting taller than me. Also, obviously, as a basketball player. And so it's been really neat to watch that and just see how her game has grown and just everything with that.
Adison, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. First off, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations on being named an Athlete of the Week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Adison, go back to that. If you could get in a time machine and go back to that 11-year-old girl and give her some advice based on what you know right now, the experiences that you've had, what advice would you give yourself when you were 11 years old, knowing what you know right now?
I would say just continue to have fun with it and play as many sports as you can until you really realize you want to focus on that one sport and what you think you can go far in. I played soccer up until my freshman year, and I think that was probably one of my best decisions. I played soccer actually before basketball, so I was really competitive with that. And I think it really taught me a lot of good things, specifically like vision on the court and just knowing spacing and stuff. So I think it helps me a lot, and it uses different parts of my body as well.
What do you do to kind of get prepared on a game day? And I know you're coming out of the Olympic situation. You went down there to Tampa over the weekend. What do you do to kind of get prepared for a game?
I would say I take pride in my recovery. I go at a really high pace, and especially now, just trying to prevent injuries. So after games, I have these recovery boots that I do. I ice a lot, which I think helps me prepare myself for my games. But pre-game is kind of just focus up. I listen to music, and I talk to my teammates. I kind of just am normal up until the whistle.
Any nerves? Have you dealt with that? Maybe going back to your freshman year, getting on a varsity court. Were you nervous at any time?
I wouldn't even say nervous, just more anxious. I look forward to games. I love playing them, and I think the higher the competition, of course, I'm going to be more excited. But nerves, I'd say USA, I was more nervous. That was probably the highest nerves that I've had. But other than that, I kind of just have fun and play my game.
As you look back, who were some of the major influencers that you've had? Maybe, and Coach talked about you had two brothers or have two brothers. Were a competitive style there? Was it mom and dad? Was there an aunt and uncle? Who has influenced you the most?
I would definitely say my brothers. I played with my twin brother up until I could. So then I went over to an all-girls team. But just playing with him kind of taught me to be bigger, stronger, faster, and showed my competitive spirit. I'd also give credit to my older brother. He kind of set the path and has led ever since, and he's done a great job. And we are all really competitive, and it kind of runs in the family. I mean, both my parents we all get after it. So
When you broke the school career scoring record, do you remember that when that occurred?
yes, I do.
I saw a video of it. It was a layup, or anyway, in the middle of the lane.
Hmm.
What was that like, and did you know whose record you broke?
So to be honest, I actually had no idea I was anywhere close to the record. It's kind of how it was the whole season. As things happened, that kind of just happened. But I knew something was coming because I could hear cowbells rattling in the stands, and
Her dad always brings the cowbells.
I didn't really know what was going on, but it was great. I was kind of ready for whatever that bucket to fall because I mean I feel like those last few buckets they're just rattling around the rim. So it was nice to see it go in, and I mean it means a lot. So.
And obviously, you've had all this attention heaped on you. You've got to participate with the USA Olympic team. Who are some of the folks that you've got to meet that you thought, man, that's really cool getting to meet this person? Maybe it was Caitlin Clark or.
Yeah. So across like all the camps that I've been to, and just different experiences in general, I would say obviously Caitlin Clark has made a huge impact. I've got to talk to her a little bit. And then just like at USA, they bring in guest speakers, which they're really inspirational and kind of teach you about their journey and adversity. But I would say even right now, a lot of my friends are freshmen in college. So it's really cool to see them on the court and them succeeding in general.
Outstanding. What do you do to keep motivated? What do you when you wake up in the morning? What's something that you have to go through to keep yourself motivated? You're already the all-time leading scorer at your high school. You're already the Gatorade Player of the Year, the Max Preps Player of the Year. You're just a junior. What do you do? How do you keep yourself motivated to get up and go every day?
It's just something I love. I mean, I know there's always people on my back, always people coming for me. So I just try and look into the future and continue to work on my game. It still has a lot of growth to be made, which is a great thing. And just continuing to have fun with it, I think, is the main thing. I know a lot of people that start to get burnt out with it just because it's a wear and tear on your body. But I love it, and it kind of creates who I am.
As you come into a high school season, and I do this just by the nature of what I do, is I'll go through some games and I'll put check marks by them. I'd like to see this game. Do you find that when you get your high school schedule, are you looking forward to certain games? Maybe it's a rivalry game. Maybe you know someone on the other team. What games are you looking forward to?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think the higher the competition is, the better the team. Those are the games that I circle. They're more fun. I also like playing rivals. Those are also good games to circle, and it's fun to come out on top, but you also got to learn when you don't.
Again, we're visiting with Park Hill South head coach Josh Dorr and our athlete of the week, Adison Bjorn from Park Hill South, Missouri State Highway Patrol, and presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevrolet. Adison, and again, you're just a junior. I'm not going to ask you where you're going to college. That would be inappropriate at this point. But do you have a certain maybe area of study maybe that you're looking forward to? Maybe you want to be a coach, a teacher, a doctor. What areas are you looking for?
Yeah, I'd say like business and sports management is going to be probably my route. Both my parents are in pharmaceutical sales, so they've kind of taught me about that stuff. And then my older brother is doing engineering while playing football. So the bar is set high. But I also have really no idea, to be honest. I'm young, and I feel like majors and everything really change even when you're in college. So
if you could go back in your history, and I know it's relatively short history, and play one game over again, maybe it's a game that got away from you. Maybe it's a game maybe it's the game where you broke all the record. What is one game you could go back at this point and play again? What would you play over?
I would probably play over. Last summer we played France in the semifinals, and we were down like, I want to say 16 or like 15 or 16 in the third quarter. So we were starting to get nervous, but I would definitely play that over again. It was really fun. It was fun to be on the court with that stretch that we made. I feel like that would be a great game. Obviously, replaying the games that I've done good in would be fun, but I feel like it's way better to kind of go through those games that you've kind of overcome adversity.
You know, most athletes I interview will say, well, let's go back and play the Warrenton game or the Nixa game over. I've had very few say France. They just don't get those kind of opportunities. But Adison, again, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations. And I have one question remaining. I am a mandated reporter for the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, Adison, again, congratulations. Coach Dorr, thank you so much for setting this up. And Adison, best of luck. I'm going to have a lot of fun watching you next year. And if you get down to the Stephanie Phillips Classic again, I promise I will get over you. And
That's great.
All right. Adison, thank you. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good. You're watching the high school game day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Back after this.
Hi, I'll have the avocado toast minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything is so expensive these days. Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together we can do more.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate!